Well, that concludes week one of the challenge account, currently down $400. So just basically chopping around some green days, some red days. Today was a red day. Going over those trades right now. Overall, the account, the goal of it was basically to kind of end the holiday season fun. And this week was crazy with FOMC and CPI and PMI and all of the news. So being able to kind of limit that risk and just chop around was actually kind of a win for me, which I'm happy with. Let's go and get into the recap of the trades that I took today, kind of trying to fade the move a little bit. I saw a lot of strength and that never really came through. So we'll see how the rest of the session progresses. Let's get into the recap. Happy Friday. How was yesterday? How was the vibes feeling? Today's quad witching day for options expiration. Could have some weird movement. We'll see. Let me pull up financial juice as well. I believe we have news at 8:45 if I remember correctly. Yes, 8:45 is PMI. So we have PMI at 8:45 in, 15 minutes after market opens. It's going to be crazy. In theory, should be good movement. We have quad witching day, which will be interesting. Most likely won't take a trade before PMI, but we'll see. Delta looks good here. But normally around like this 2 to 3 minute range, like halfway through the first opening candle, first 5 minutes of the day, typically we pull back a little bit. So not one that I really want to be longing. Maybe we go flush 05 and then see what happens. But I'm actually going to put a resting order at that 94 level. See if we get the quick fill into it before PMI. If it doesn't happen before PMI, I'm obviously going to take this off. Trying. All right, I'm long. It's good enough for me. I'll take $100. $100 on a bottom tick. Exactly what I wanted pre-PMI. If I'm going to take a trade in the first 15 minutes a day and before PMI especially, I want it to be exactly that. I want to have a bottom tick entry with the kick right up into VWAP and kill it and not be too greedy. And that trade was what, 23 seconds long? I love that. 05 looks pretty interesting from the Wix perspective. A little consolidation range here as well. Nas is above the overnight highs right now, or they broke above it by a couple points. US overnight high sitting at what, 33? I think is what we said, 34, 33 or 34. Yeah. Oh, almost got filled. I'm gonna go ahead and just get in here. That was like a very, very close fill. It looks like it actually came down to 05 and I just didn't get hit. Or I missed it by a tick or something. I want to see the push into 915. I don't know if that's going to happen, but give it a shot. Again, 915 is just this little area right here. This little cluster. All right, this candle's closing out here in 5 seconds. This is what it looks like. Quick open, push. It'll slap out of it. Now it's a little heavy. ES still has those sellers coming through. So ES still showing sellers on Delta. We just broke the prior low, testing 05. This is like it must bounce here. If it doesn't bounce here, it's the dead trade. Got some buyers trying to step back up. If we push 11, I'm going to put my break even in, I think, at that point. But not doing it yet. Still having a hard time with 10s. Or 09s, I guess. Got a minute left on this candle. See how we close out. That's what it looks like right now on the 5-minute chart. I don't like it. I'm out. I went ahead and took a 1-point loser there. I don't want it to get heavy into the close. That's just not it for me. And we got some buyers trying to step up. I'm getting long here. I like the buyers. I like this area. I think it's pretty much a do or die area on the ES. Like, it's no longer interesting if we crack below the lows. I like this 88 level. That's what I was just talking about. Kind of sitting on some good support. So we'll see if give it a few points of wiggle room, but it's 1300 block at 87, and it's not moving. Imagine how many dollars per point move is that? 65 grand per point. Be wild. 65 grand a point. Jeez. Maths by Matt. Yeah, you saw it live here. Starting to lose some of the buying pressure that we were trying to grab. Again, below 79, it's not super interesting to me, personally. It snapped. More sellers coming through on the NAS. Down to 377. Okay. On the ES, coming up into that area that I was talking about. Value area low. Or not value area low, excuse me. Opening range low. Close below 79 is out for me. Where did we close? Just shy of opening range. But it's got to be out for me. Yeah, I said it was going to be if it closed below 79. To me, this whole section was looking fine, right? But if we crack below like opening range low, that to me, like we're breaking the prior low, the swing low, and like I'm not interested in that long anymore. I got long at 88 just based on this consolidation here, and I was willing to give it a few points, right? So this little whole area, we had the touch, we had the touch, we had the touch, we had a bounce, we had a touch. To me, that was like pretty interesting spot. Cracks below opening range low, I got to get out of that thing. And that's like the amount of risk that I was willing to put on that trade. A little wick test on the Nasdaq, actually kind of pretty. 59. Oh yeah, there you go. I'm gonna watch 83. 82 and a half, really. I do need to figure out it's like on the NAS, specifically on the NAS, I like 5 to 7 points. I got to figure out that same type of movement on the ES. I guess it's 2 points, potentially. 1.5, I don't know. Sitting on volume on the Nasdaq at 50. ES trying to get some more sellers coming through. We'll look at the 5-minute candle, that's what it looks like. Yeah, trying to close heavy, potentially. It's new lows. Not interested in that either. And we've just been chopping break even on this account all week long. So we'll see what next week brings, but that's an early ending for me.